Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some jerk chicken, green beans or string beans, and I have some rice and beans. I actually made it myself. I am going to say a prayer before I dig in. Amen. And amen again. I just wanted to get a little quick video out the way since I didn't record today. I'm gonna tell y'all about the story that I saw on Fatal Attraction. It's good. So, last night, it was about a female named Kyosha. She had a boyfriend named Michael. He was tender. Yes, she had a boyfriend named Michael. She was doing good, you know, for herself. She ended up becoming a store manager at her electronics store she was working at. She was doing so good, they made her a manager there. So, I had to give me something to drink. I forgot all about my little bubbly. It is blackberry bubbly. And I'm trying it for the first time. I'm gonna finish telling y'all my story. I'm gonna finish telling y'all. I'm gonna try it. It's okay. So the guy, her boyfriend, Michael, was really good at store. My family, you know, didn't know that he had proposed to her and they was getting married soon. It was gonna be a surprise. And she didn't wanna, you know, she didn't want to know until she told him. So one day, her and Michael was sitting in the car, chit-chatting in front of his mother's house. Next thing you know, a guy with a gun comes up and shoot her twice in the head, killing her instantly. So we called 911. And he was telling me what happened. they didn't really believe it. They thought it was some foul play. Like how he didn't get a scratch on his body, anything. And he only came and walked up to the car and shot her. He couldn't explain to them why. Because he said he didn't know. They questioned him over and over and over again. Then they asked, can he take a lie detector test? He did that, passed it. We asked him, can he also do a DNA swab, because whoever the person that was involved in it, DNA was left. So he gave him that. It wasn't he wasn't the perpetrator. So been back rough with him. They started doing other people, you know, in the neighborhood. Like random people question him. So a year goes by. They even went to her job and asked the manager, did she have any problems with anybody, one of the managers. And they said she did have a problem with one guy. She actually had to fire him. So they questioned him. He said he didn't have anything to do with it, and he gave his DNA. And it wasn't him. So a year later, y'all want some? Ooh, drop it. A year later, the family felt as though they were going nowhere with this case, so they was going to start fighting and finding out what was going on for themselves. So one day, the mother sat down and she thought about it. She said she had a dream, and out of nowhere in her dream, she yelled out, "Christopher." Pour the rest of that on. She yelled out Christopher in her dream. So she said she knew that was awkward. So she called the detective and told him, can you do a check on or talk to a guy, Christopher? Because I did notice he used to act strange around her. You know, I didn't trust him. So the cops can't really go off a hunch, but they called him in. They thought it was just going to be another, just nowhere. It wasn't going to get nowhere. So they actually went back and got Christopher and asked him questions. And asked him, can they do a DNA on him? He agreed to it. So once they did the DNA on him, it took time to come back. They were backed up. And just because it's a murder, it don't mean they're going to push that DNA in the front of everything, because they have thousands of DNAs they got to check. So once that DNA finally came back, it was a whole match. A whole match. Yes, it was. they went to go picking up, asking them questions about it again. Like, you killed her. They was interrogating him. You killed her. First he tried to play it off. No. Mind you, they said he was a little off. He was like a little slow, whatever. So he finally came out and started telling him, okay, yeah, I did it because I liked her all this time, and she went out. She went out with another guy about to get engaged, but she got engaged to another guy, and he basically was giving her rides and doing everything for her. But she thought that just was her friend. She didn't think there's nothing more of it because they've been friends since they've been in school. He was so mad about her about to get married to Michael that he just wanted to end her life. If he couldn't have her, Michael couldn't either. So they went and searched his house for more evidence. When they went in his house, let me tell you, baby, he had composition journals in his room that he was writing all in there about her. Saying Christopher and Keosha love, and then after I guess he found out she was getting engaged and all that stuff was going on, he started writing, I'm mad now. All kind of nonsense in there. I'm gonna show you clips of it. But yeah, he was really, really obsessed with her. And nobody ever knew that. And her mother said she felt as though Keosha was just, you know, telling a friend that, you know, sharing one of her happy moments with her. Thinking he was her friend, and she told him that, and he just ended her life. It was over. Just like that. And she didn't ever tell him, she would be still here to this day because he was just mad about the guy. Which don't make no sense. Some of these people is beyond crazy. You hear me? Beyond crazy. I'm there to take somebody out for anything. It tastes like I'm drinking like a seltzer water. I feel like it's going to have me just burping. That's what it feels like. Anyway. Christopher ended up getting life in prison for doing this to her because he took their trial. Because they only gave him a second-degree charge. Her family was outraged. Like, they couldn't believe it because how do you get a second-degree charge when he intentionally went there with a gun, covered up, had a hat on, a mask, everything. They don't commit the crime. They really thought that the fiance had something to do with it. All along, he didn't. They thought he was trying to cover something up and say he had to see something. But he really didn't know because Michael was the fiance, but Christopher covered that thing all the way up. Yes, he did. Covered it up. And I'm sure I'll little clip. Now, with him walking through the courtroom.
Ever broken. Before Christopher Jackson was sentenced in the murder of 25-year-old Keosha Gilmore, her family and friends got a chance to address the court.
And you could tell he was not in the right state of mind. He was off. There was something terribly wrong. But I guess he figured it because he did stuff for her. Oh, excuse me. She was supposed to be with him. And that was not the case because she didn't want him. She did not want him. She just thought he was one of her good friends. That's it. That's it and that's all. Yo, it was this meal for me. Everything was banging. You see, it's gone. I really enjoyed it. I had to come do a quick video with you all. Wasn't gonna be that long, so I'm actually about to end it until I'm ready for my next one because I've had a lot of things going on today, so I couldn't really do my videos like I wanted to. But the next one, trust me, it's gonna be a lot longer. It's gonna be not a lot longer, but it's gonna be longer and it's gonna be in depth. I'm gonna have some interesting stuff on there, so I might do a seafood boil in the next go round. I might just do a seafood boil. But anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notification button so you'll know when my next video upload. Until then, see ya.
Life in a world that keeps changing. Think that it's progress you're making. Copy and paste pretty faces all the time.